What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 3. And so here we have Scorpion posed and out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what he comes with. Scorpion here does come with two different masks. He comes with a cloth mask, which looks really good on him. And then we also do get a skull mask, which also looks just as good. Scorpion also does come with 4 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of fists. We get a pair of open palmed hands. We get a pair of grip hands. And then we get a pair of style pose hands. Scorpion also does come with a blood effect, which you can attach to his fists, so he looks like he's doing an uppercut. Scorpion does come with his spear. He comes with 2 different blood effects, which attached to the end of his spear, a small blood squib, and then we get an even larger blood squib. And then finally we do get Scorpion's axe. Now this axe is only seen when Scorpion does combos in Mortal Kombat 3, which is a really nice little thing that they threw in here. Other than that, Scorpion doesn't come with anything else, which is a little bit of a shame. I really would have liked to see a skull head with a fatality. But other than that, I really don't know what else I would add with him, so let's actually move on to his details. And so here we have a closer look at the Mortal Kombat 3 Scorpion, and as you guys all know by now, Scorpion is my favorite Mortal Kombat character, so it was just a matter of time before I got this guy in hand, and I absolutely love this figure. Now, he does have some issues, and one of the issues is with this mask. It really doesn't stay on his head all too well, because they decide to go with these 2 tabs on the side, and it's supposed to tab in like that, but the tabs aren't long enough, so it's constantly falling out. Something I do want to point out is that they did sculpt a skeletal face underneath that. That's really interesting. I wasn't expecting to see a skeletal face. Maybe it has something to do with the Big Bad Toy Store Scorpion coming out, who knows. Putting that back on, I really do like the streamlined look of the MK3 ninjas. As you can see, they actually went the distance and sculpted some seam lines up here in his mask, and it does look really good. Really do like this mask, although I would have liked to see the lines in the mask painted. It still looks really good on him. And I really love that face, even though mine does have a little paint error right there above his left eyebrow. His face just screams malicious specter wanting revenge. Having a look at his costume, one thing I always loved about the MK3 ninjas is this padded look that they have. And Storm Collectibles did a really good job with this look. Now, it's hard to tell if this is supposed to be a Mortal Kombat 3 design, or if it's supposed to be the MKX with the MK3 classic costume. It kind of has a little bit of both in there, so if you want to say it's the MKX Scorpion with the classic MK3 costume, you can. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure this is meant to be the MK3 Scorpion. I still love this padded look, and they actually used a glossy yellow with it. Now, some people are a little upset that they went with a glossy yellow. Personally, I think it looks really good, and it does a good job contrasting with the matte finish throughout his costume and through his skin. I think one thing that really would have helped this is if all the yellow on him was that same glossy paint, but it's perfectly okay. Really love the detailing in his arms, although his arms are actually quite bigger than your regular MK ninja that we've gotten in the past, so you really can't arm swap him with one of your older ninjas, which is a little bit of a shame. There's no part swapping between these guys. The head I tried to pop off, but it just yanked the entire peg out, so I'm not going to do that again. Having a look at his tassel, you can see it's just in the front, and it has some really nice paint apps on it. Going on to the back, you can see he only has a front tassel, but again, the yellow is nice and crisp, and I really like the way that came out. You can see right here on his shin guards, they are nicely detailed, and the paint is really clean on them. And then we go on to his feet, where he has your traditional ninja socks. So overall, really love the way this figure came out. Everything about this figure looks amazing, and Storm Collectibles has yet done another great job on a figure, and that's something I really do enjoy. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Scorpion compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Scorpion posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Scorpion posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have Scorpion posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, here we have Scorpion posed next to a Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat 2 Scorpion and a Storm Collectibles Street Fighter V Ken. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to Scorpion's articulation. Now, Scorpion does have a ball joint in the head. He can look up about that far. He can look down about that far, so that works really good. Head does tilt side to side, and that works really good. We do have swivel right here. Again, do be very careful because a mask, it does have a tendency to fall off, but we get really good movement here in the head. His arm is attached via a ball socket going into the shoulder, so it does move forward and back. It moves down and up, although its main function is going back and going forward, and because his chest is a softer piece, you don't have any issues with that. We do have rotation in the arm. It is kind of stiff, but nothing too bad. Like, I don't feel like it's going to break, which is a really good thing. Arm goes all the way out to the side, no problem. We do have a bicep swivel, which works pretty good. We have a double joint in the elbow, but because of how bulky his arm is, we only get 90 degrees from that. His wrist is attached via ball hinge, so we do get some up and down movement. We get some rotation. And then if you rotate the joint the other way, we do have in and out motion, so really good movement there. His torso is on a ball joint, and we get a lot of movement there. As you can see, he leans back pretty far, does lean forward a really good amount. You do want to be careful because the back of him does have a tendency to get caught in the lower torso, and that's just because the upper torso is a softer plastic, but we do have some rotation right there. We do have another ball joint right here in the lower torso, so utilizing both of them, we do get pretty good bend. His mask just fell off, and you can see his vest is a soft, pliable plastic, so you don't have to worry about warping that when you move him. Again, the back of him normally gets caught in the back, and that's just because of how soft his torso is. We do have rotation right there, although it is kind of stiff on mine, but it still works. Legs do kick forward to about there, so we get really good movement there. Kick back all the way out. They go out all the way to the side, so really do like that. You can hear a little bit of squeaking, which is okay. It's not a big issue. Again, legs do go all the way out to the side. We do have rotation up at the thigh, which works really well. Double bend in the knee, going up pretty high, so I do like that. No boot cut swivel, no rotation in the foot, but we do have a hinge in the ankle, which goes back to about that far. Comes about that far forward. Forward-facing pin for rocker. And then we have a really good toe hinge. So overall, this Scorpion is done really well, and I don't expect anything less from Storm Collectibles. They yet again knocked it out of the park with this figure. So what we're going to do now is get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have Scorpion posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I think Storm Collectibles has done another great job on their Mortal Kombat line. Now, this Scorpion is just a hair bit taller than your previous MK Ninjas, which I'm perfectly okay with, as long as they keep the scale between the characters fairly well. I think this line is going to do good. I am a little bit worried that they're going to start slowly increasing the size of each character, but hopefully That's not the issue, because this is a really good line, and I'm not being sarcastic here. I'm actually looking forward to all the repaints that we're getting for this figure. I know Storm Collectibles is going to reuse this mold, give us 7 different characters with this, but I'm perfectly okay with that, seeing as how the ninjas are my favorite part of Mortal Kombat. I always would play the ninjas. I created them in my wrestling video games, so the Mortal Kombat ninjas have a special place in my heart. Now, this Scorpion is available on Big Bad Toy Store at the time I'm making this video, and he will run you anywhere from $70 to $80, just depending on where you pick him up from. Now, this Scorpion is, of course, online, or available at online retailing right now. I don't believe he's still available on Storm Collectibles, so you do have to go to Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, or other online retails. I know eBay is already selling this guy for $90, which I would say just pick him up on Big Bad Toy Store, save yourself $30, because he's still a really good figure, and I'm still impressed with what Storm Collectibles is doing with this line. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Storm Collectible and Mortal Kombat videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos. And of course, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Remember, subscription is not enough. Go ahead and ring that bell so you never miss when I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.